Hello. You may find yourself in a position sometimes where you are handing over the reins of your social media posts to a professional or someone on your staff. Now, with some social accounts, you have to actually give people credentials, passwords, and stuff, which there are secure ways to do that, LastPass.com. However, what I'm about to show you is how to set up admin roles for a few different profiles in the social media universe. We're going to cover LinkedIn page, a company page. We're going to cover a YouTube channel, and we're also going to cover the Google business page. The last one's a little tough to find, but we're going to dive in. So I'm going to put myself over here. We're looking at a LinkedIn company page first. So this is LinkedIn's new interface, and it might seem a little bit interesting, like where do I find my company page? You can actually go to your Me, click the down arrow, and any company pages you manage will be right there. So I'm going to click on my Really Social company page. Now, obviously, if you have that option, you are an admin already on a company page. But what you want to do is add somebody else as an admin. So we're going to click on Admin Tools, and right here it says Manage Admins. So we're going to come in here, and you've got designated admins, recruiter posters, and sponsored contest posters. What we're going to look at is designated admins. Now, please read this. You must be connected to a member to include them as an admin. Essentially what that's saying is that you can't just cold turkey add someone you are not connected with on LinkedIn as an admin. For one thing, they may wonder what the heck's going on because they don't know you. Maybe they do though. But what LinkedIn is trying to do is to ensure that you have a connection, you have a way to provide a trusted resource to be an admin on your LinkedIn page. So we're going to hop back over here, and let's just say I wanted to add Claudia. She's one of my social media managers. I can add her there, but I'm going to wait and do that later because I have to actually talk to her, because again, that is another step. You always want to notify a person that you intend to add them as an admin so they don't get some random request or notification telling them they've been added and they don't know what the heck it is. Again, it's all about trust and communication, so always check. But what you would do, just as we just did, is just start typing in their name and it would appear there, and then you would hit save and they'll get a notification they've been added. That's how you add an admin on a LinkedIn company page. Let's hop over to YouTube. So with YouTube, again, as I get into my YouTube channel, I am an admin on this channel, which means I get to see all the little background nitty-gritty going on here and have editing capabilities and everything like that. So what I'm going to actually do, you can do one of two things. You can click on Video Manager, or you can click on the settings. Okay, privacy settings, see more in account settings. Okay. So what we want to do is look at Overview. And in Overview, you have Add or Remove Managers. Now again, just to backtrack how I got here, I was on my channel. I'm the admin, so I see all the background stuff. I'm clicking on the gear. I'm clicking on Account Settings here for my channel settings. And then I'm going to click on Overview. So I can add or remove managers. And this actually will segue nicely into what we're talking about with Google business pages. But what you want to do is manage permissions, change roles, invite and remove users. And that means this person can act as Really Social, my brand, in Google Photos, on Google+, YouTube, and Google My Business. So I'm going to click Manage Permissions. Now, this may look weird. Rachel, why do you have two of yourself? Because I have more than one Google account. So I wanted to allow myself to be able to not have to sign in on a particular one. I wanted to have the freedom to do that myself. So now if I want to add somebody, I'm going to click Invite New Users. And if you happen to know their Gmail address, you can type that in here. And again, some people will use their own business address. It doesn't have to be Gmail to get into Google. So as long as you know their address, what they've used on Google, you can do that. But you can also look for people. Let's look for Claudia again. There's Claudia, okay? So again, you'd want to make sure that you could add the person and that they know that you're going to add them. If you add a person, you can also choose their role. I really strongly advise you to not willy-nilly add people as an owner. If a person is an owner on the account, that means that they can take you off conceivably as an owner, and now they're the sole owner. So somebody could hijack your social account from you. Always look for at least one step down below what your level is. LinkedIn company pages don't let you do that, but a YouTube channel and Google business page does let you do that. So I would likely prefer to add her as a manager, which means she can manage certain roles and certain things in there. A communications manager would mean they could only do posts and respond to people. But a manager can actually impact the structure of your Google page. But again, they're not top-notch owners. So you could add that person and then you would just click invite and done. And again, remember, it's an invitation, it's a notification. The person can then say, oh, okay, I will be that person for you. Now, by doing that, remember, back in here, that also impacts our Google Business page. But I do want to show you quickly how to get into that if you're not going through YouTube. So here I am on a Google home page. I am logged into Google with my account. So I'm going to click over here. Now I don't really see any options here for my Google Plus, my Google Business page, but I can get there. So I'm going to click on Google Plus Profile. That's going to usher me into Google Plus. Okay, so here's my personal profile. I'm really kicking it with 11 followers there, but that's pretty typical. But what I'm going to do now, since I'm in the Google Plus world, now if I click on my button over here, I have some more options. And my Really Social brand account is what I want to look for. Okay, so any accounts that you have an admin to, you can see it right there. And if you want to see the whole list, you can click all your brand accounts here. I'm going to click on that brand account. Okay. And then I'm in here, and now I'm on my Google Plus brand account. And so what I want to do is get into my settings, and I'm going to click on my account, manage your brand account in my account. And this is going to look very familiar. Ah, look, we're back here where it's saying, well, did you want to add some permissions so people can act as you on these profiles? And again, YouTube's included, but now we're talking about an actual business profile. And again, you would just click Manage Permissions and add whoever you want. So there are a couple different ways to get at that. Just a reminder that Google does own YouTube. So typically, if you're adding an admin for a YouTube channel, you can, in that same fell swoop, and you will be, adding that person to also control somewhat your Google Business page. That's how you would add somebody as an admin if you're offloading your posting style or any structure or anything that you're trying to give over. You want people to upload videos for you and optimize them. That's how to give them access. But it's great because you're actually just adding a user to the access. You're not having to hand over your own credentials. I really strongly advise you, whenever possible, to not give someone your actual passwords to get into anything. Again, I highly recommend a site like LastPass.com. It's not the only one out there, but it will allow you not only to store your own credentials, but you can actually securely share passwords across to other people. And when you share the password, I don't see that as a end user. You share something to me, all I see is a row of dots. I know that you've shared a password to me, but LastPass then lets me access that account as you without actually telling me the password. So hopefully this was helpful for getting being able to hand over access trustingly to someone that you entrust to do posts for you on your behalf for your social media profiles. It's all about the security. We want to do our best, and social media managers want to do their best for you as well. So hopefully this was helpful. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the social media universe. Be really social.